international breaking coming in. The co-founder of Wikileaks, the controversial Julian Assange, has been arrested. In fact, after 7 years in Ecuador's embassy in London. This is what we're being told to break immediately, first on Republic TV, according to the UK police. Julian Assange, yes, we're going to in fact get some more information on this as we break this information first on Republic TV. The controversial co-founder of the Wikileaks, Julian Assange, has been finally apprehended after 7 years. 7 years he's been evading arrest. Niranjan joining us on phone line. Niranjan, what more details do we have? Abhishek, we have Abhishek on phone line. Abhishek, over to you. What more information do we have on this?
Well, you know, Julian Assange, the editor, owner of WikiLeaks, who was in Ecuadorian embassy for the last 7 years, and as an asylum seeker, has been arrested by Scotland Yard. The Metropolitan Police Service has announced he has been. He was on a warrant of the Westminster Magistrates Court since June 2012. And what we are getting to hear is that he has been taken into custody from Ecuadorian embassy and taken to a central London police station. And then he will be produced before Westminster Magistrates Court. Now, you know, recently there were reports, Sakal, suggesting that there was a falling out that had happened between Julian Assange and the Ecuadorian government, where WikiLeaks was accusing the Ecuadorians of spying on Assange, and that seems to have decided the case of Ecuadorians actually giving him over perhaps to the British authorities. Now there is a case against him in Sweden, there is a case against him in the United States. Most likely, after he's produced before Westminster's court in London, Sakal, proceedings might start for his repatriation or extradition, one would say, to the United States as well.
Okay. Abhishek, we're also picking that, well, according to the Ecuadorian embassy, they're saying, the ambassador in fact has, I think, tweeted or given a quote that he did not walk out of the embassy, but the Ecuadorian ambassador invited British police into the embassy, and the moment he was there, he was apprehended, he was arrested.
Well, yes, so that really confirms what you were discussing, Sakal, that the Ecuadorian government has actually withdrawn the asylum that they had given to Julian Assange, because of which he was staying put inside the embassy for the last 7 years since 2012. And this is a case of falling out of favors with the Ecuadorians so far as Julian Assange is concerned. That's why those charges from WikiLeaks about Assange being spied upon or his stay inside the embassy not being safe, or the reports that emerged. So it's a clear case of Ecuadorians perhaps not taking lightly to it or not taking kindly to it and withdrawing their asylum, following which the ambassador of Ecuador in London obviously invited the Metropolitan Police and he has been handed over to the police, after which, as the statement from Scotland Yard says, that he would now be taken to the Westminster Court to complete the process of serving the warrant that was issued by the same court in 2012.
There is a quick statement that I want to read that has come in from the Metropolitan Police, which goes on to say that they have today, that is Thursday, 11th of April, arrested Julian Assange by officers from the Metropolitan Police Service at the Embassy of Ecuador on a warrant issued by the Westminster Magistrates Court. This warrant, viewers, was issued on the 29th of June 2012 for failing to surrender to the court. Abhishek, it goes on to say that he's been taken into custody at a central London police station, where he will remain now before being presented before the Westminster Magistrates Court as soon as is possible. It goes on to say that the Metropolitan Police had a duty to execute the warrant on behalf of the Westminster Magistrates Court and was invited into the embassy by the ambassador, Sakal, following the Ecuadorian government's withdrawal of the asylum, something that Abhishek just mentioned.
Abhishek.
Well, yes. This should be seen as a big development, and going forward, Sakal and Deepthi, it's likely that the British authorities would give him over to the Americans, where he's actually needed in connection with certain cases pertaining to breach of what is called Official Secrets Act, or a breach of privileged information or the secret information as per U.S. records. Remember, about 7-8 years back, Assange was a sensation when he had got all those details or secret files of the State Department when Hillary Clinton was the Secretary of State in the Obama administration. And there were cables from embassies, various embassies of the United States spread across the world, which essentially compromised the foreign policy and foreign relations of the United States. He is needed for that. And also separately is needed for another a crime related to a tax attack on some colleagues of his in Sweden. So whether he's given to Sweden or America.
Breaking right now. For the moment, I'll quickly have to thank you for keeping us ahead on that development.